Okay, I think I've got it now. All right, good morning, traders, and welcome to the live trading webinar with JTrader, stocks trader. He'll be in just about 10 minutes. Good morning, traders, and welcome to the live. And he's going to go through some live trading setups for stocks. We've had JTrader for a few years at least now. And he does this every Wednesday. Tomorrow we have Scott Pulcini. He'll be trading live futures. You guys know who JTrader is. I have his contact information. I'll put this into the chat. He offers mentorship and education. And we need to go through the disclosures, and then we'll jump right in to the markets here. General disclosure: all Bookmap Limited materials, information, and presentations are for educational purposes only and should not be considered specific investment advice nor recommendations. Live trading is in simulation, demo, paper trading mode, and strictly for educational purposes. Live trading executed in simulation cannot accurately represent realistic trading performance. Risk disclosures: trading futures, equities, and digital currencies involves substantial risk of loss and is not suitable for all investors. An investor could potentially lose all or more than the initial investment. Risk capital is money that can be lost without jeopardizing one's financial security nor lifestyle. Only risk capital should be used for trading, and only those with sufficient risk capital should consider trading. Past performance is not necessarily indicative of future results. All right, so just know what you're getting involved in with the risk disclosures. This is for education. It is not financial advice nor recommendations. We'll turn off the stops and icebergs on chart for now, and clear our drawings here. All right, so yeah, interesting order flow in here. Today we have FOMC, so expecting a pretty choppy session. We can see the 9:30 cash open here in the move to the upside. This is continuation from yesterday and the move to the upside that we were looking at and reading yesterday. Let's just go over the bigger picture. You know, right now we can see we've traded up into this in the S&P here. High liquidity here at 15, at 17, and also 20. We're getting a bit of a pullback here at the moment. Now, is it going to accept or reject? This is the big question here. So we'll look at the order flow to get this understanding. We're looking at consolidation periods here. Like, this is a bigger one here. You can see that it's already rejected that one and it's back in this bigger range already. Okay, so where might it go? Well, the first areas we look for is areas where there's liquidity and where it broke out from, and that would be down here at 4,300, the figure. So we'll see if we get enough sellers to come in and reach this area here down at 4,300, maybe a little bit lower, 97 and a half or so. Yeah, just looking at that right now, and we can see more sellers starting to come in as well. So it looks like they're going to try to go for it here. Let's look at our bigger picture, our candlestick chart, our daily here on the left, and then in the middle we have the hourly, and then on the right we have a 15-minute chart here. Okay, so yesterday, and a recap of yesterday. So we God, I can't quite remember. I think it was a green candle on the daily, but it was down in this area here, and we noticed these wicks up in this area here. We were looking for a test up into this kind of 36-ish area, I recall. We had the momentum here, and we got the follow through. Nice move here. We are still in a downtrend. Okay, and now look here on this daily chart. Look where price rejected previously. It's up here. We're just testing that right now and rejecting. Okay, beautiful, another beautiful green candle today so far, but it's rejecting up here. So we are looking for, in the short term, a move back down into the range here. All right, on this daily candle here, daily chart. The hourly as well. Okay, nice bump up here. You can see the gap from the overnight up into these areas here. Okay, looking for maybe a retest back down to maybe, I don't know, 86, maybe a gap fill, 61, or maybe even lower, this kind of 40-ish area, which was the high from a swing high from the other day. That's what we're looking. This is the test we were looking for here yesterday, was the test up to this swing right here. Okay, and we got it. Looking at the 15-minute chart, not really seeing too much. It's just kind of right in the middle here, as you can see. So we're going to look at some order flow to try to gain understanding. And why we're going over this is to look at higher levels, higher time frame levels, and then look at the order flow to point us to where price might go into some of these areas and some of these levels here. Okay, so let's jump back in. All right, so we were just covering this move back into the range and then the move back to 4,300. Okay, it's playing out pretty nicely. Looking for the continuation here. Let's see these sellers come in and try to reach back down to this area here. Okay, maybe just even shy of it. Here's why. Look at the all of this trading activity here. Okay, this is where volume profile can be really helpful. Understand all of this activity up here. This constitutes value. So we're just testing kind of the lower end of that value. So that is, in essence, at a discount, at a buy, right? So but the liquidity is down here. Okay? So we're looking for sellers to try to trade it and test it down here. And then let's see if we can get a quick rejection and buyers to trade it back up into this range. And maybe this point of control here around 06. Maybe this one up here around 08, somewhere around there. So we'll move back down and move back up. All right, these are potential scenarios that we're going through. And then these scenarios are aligned with our higher time frame outlook. Now we're going to look at the order flow to gauge the validity of that scenario. Okay, so we can see some buyers starting to come in already. Okay, so are they going to try to trade back up to the top of the range here? Okay, it looks like it. In detail, we covered yesterday understanding imbalances in the order book. If you guys have questions about this, and we'll go over it again and again and again, but understanding how important it is to comprehend supply and demand here. See how they're pulling up here? See how there's more demand coming in here? And see how we're finding buyers. So let's see if they can inch it up to 08. Okay, that's the VWAP as well that I have here. All right, so we're already at the top of the range here, and we're looking for a little push higher into 08. And we're already there now. Okay, so this is how to read the combination of these elements in here to look for these price movements. Now, bigger picture. All right, we were looking for the move into 4,300, and then we kind of stopped for a moment and said, all right, well, we're still looking for that. However, look at the low volume node here, and this is price rejection, looking for traders to trade it back into, and we mentioned our 08 and this kind of 05 area here. Clearly, it's already done that and some. Look where it's traded now. This is another area, a high volume node up here, around 15 or so. I like it. Let's look at price structure. I would anticipate here a sell-off now, small one, a retest maybe back down to maybe here, back down to 10. Okay, this is a strong move. However, looking for a rest here, looking for a pullback. It hit the mean reversion here. It hit the high volume node. It hit the value area. So, well, we'll see. Are there still more buyers interested in taking it higher away from that value area? Or are we going to get a bit of a pullback, maybe back down to, well, maybe even the top of this range? Yeah, we said 10 here, or maybe even back down to VWAP 08. All right. So, again, looking at these scenarios here and starting to read the order flow within them. It's fuzzy here. The screen is fuzzy. Okay, should be pretty good at this point. Sorry about that. Anyway, we'll. I mean, it should be at high res. Sorry about that. Don't know what to say. All right, let me go to the Discord here. Good morning, everybody. and see if we have any questions in here at the moment. And no, good morning, Alan. No questions here. Sampan, okay, yeah, he's typing away. I didn't answer your question here in Discord, Sampan. I answered it in the webinar. All right, so I see it up above here. But anyway, all right. Yeah, good morning. All right, so we had a nice quick move up here into the 15. Okay, a lot of buying up here, and there's an iceberg up here as well. We can see that transaction here. Look, I'm gonna deselect our CVD. Okay, so now we're still looking for that pullback scenario here. Okay, we got a little bit higher, okay, and now we're looking for that pullback. And some of these areas that we covered here. This is a nice one here, the structure. Now, why we talk about in Bookmap market structure and the
Good morning, Bruce.
oh, good morning, Joseph. How are you?
Good, buddy. Sorry to interrupt you. I'm waiting over here. Don't worry.
No. We're gonna jump right over, guys. We'll cover market structure. I mean, we cover it all the time, but understanding how volume profile and market structure work together, it's really, they're kind of the same thing. Here's a quick cut down through, lots of volume trading in here, and here's a quick cut above that area here as well. That's why this is a low volume node. Okay, so anyway, let me turn it over to you. Share your screen, Joseph, and then I will share yours as well.
Okay, 1 second.
Boy, strong move out of there, guys. Pullback was very shallow here, just to 12. Okay, just this structure here.
Okay, let me know, Bruce, if you can see
Yes, excellent.
Bookmap in the charts. Okay,
Yes.
perfect. So good morning, traders. Good morning, Bruce. Good morning, Bookmap. I'm watching this bounce right now on ES. I'm following a few stocks this morning, NVIDIA, Facebook, Futu, Apple, Tesla, AMD, and also BABA. So market is bouncing. NVIDIA is the one that right now is uptrending the most. And I'm focusing on levels, okay? You can see over here that we started to break the VWAP around 234, 235, and then we started seeing these Bookmap levels like pushing the stock. Yes, so strong. So for now, we have a very good momentum, and let's see if we can get some dips to long, okay? So I was long this morning on NVIDIA at 233 average, and I sold everything 235. Don't ask me why, Bruce. And I was long also 808 on Tesla, sold everything 816, and now it's 832.
Why?
I said don't ask. There's no really a specific reason. On Tesla, the reason why I bought it is essentially this main support. You can see traders, and I will do like this so you can see better. You see the support, right?
Beautiful.
That support is a combination of 200 exponential moving average, wall of buyer just over here below between 800 and 802. Also, you have this gray zone. This gray zone is an important area, a very important area on your charts, is the hourly J lines. Okay, so when I see this, this is a big structure of support. Otherwise, when this is above the stock, it means a possible good resistance. Now, okay, so we're gonna check Tesla. But I prefer, as I said before, to look at NVIDIA. So we're going to look for possible dips too long this morning. Always look what I have over here as main resistance. We have a 245 and then 250. Can you watch scan for me?
Yeah.
Still pushing strong. You can see each bar on the 1 minute is making a higher low. We have already 1, 2, like 9 consecutive green bars on NVIDIA traders. Seems like on a breakout, on a mission over here.
Joseph, I really like the way that I mean, you don't have the volume dots on here, but that's fine. Like you know, you're not using that feature. You've kind of integrated this higher time frame candlestick reading and rejection and you know, absorption areas and wicks with the heat map. It's really nice. I like it.
Thank you. So traders, I use, and I suggest to use the dots, okay? I'm just like trying to, right now, making more content on the levels. Okay, so levels more than the dots for now. And I'm looking at the daily chart or at a 4-hour chart, because often, as you know, daily chart doesn't give you the after hours and pre-market of the move. I'm looking at over here Bookmap, so the main levels, the candles, and just my patterns. That's it. Very, very simple. Structures, super simple over here, so really nothing crazy.
I look at the, I mean, look at the insight though. Like so simple, but look how they're bidding up underneath there, many times over, and it pushed it up into that 240 area, and then above. I mean, really strong book, and then strong buying volume.
Yeah, and everything we can see over here, the VIX went down, and then ES came up strong. CL went down, so like reversals over here. And NVIDIA right now, it's really on a mission. I mean, at this 240 breakout, important level, until I don't see a decent pullback, I'm not going to grab this. You can see we are so far from this 90 MA. So if we break over here 242, this micro support, there's a possible wash to 240. So let's see if we're going to have that. Also, remember traders today at 2 p.m. East. There's the FOMC. Also 11:45, Biden is talking. So that could move even more the market. Okay, breakout over here. And this breakout is very strong. Why I'm saying that? Because we didn't have any kind of pullback. This is a pennant. Okay, flag or pennant, actually, more seems like more a pennant. And generally we have a pullback into this 90 MA, which didn't happen over here. Now they're breaking the 243, next step 245. So it doesn't seem like it wants to stop. So simply wait. First rejection, this 243. I'm watching right now almost at 10 stocks at the same time. When I have these strong moves, I tend to look for the pullback to enter. For example, yesterday, these stocks that I'm posting right now, that I'm just showing right now, I showed them yesterday live in the room, sharing exactly in that moment. This is Tesla, and I held Tesla over here partial from yesterday. So you can see I'm waiting for the dips to buy. Okay, I'm not buying up here. I'm not buying the breakouts. I'm buying the dips, right? Into the support 790. That support 790 yesterday on Bookmap was a big support on heat map. And over here, I had Bruce the dots. And I can tell you, where's my pen? 1 second. Okay. And I can tell you that at this level over here, let me put this black, at this level over here on Tesla, and this level over here, we had a heat map like this, and we broke it, and right away we bounced back up, like a fast washout and then bounce. So it was very, very good. I missed the feel over here because I was looking at the things. So then I was still holding from this. I added a little bit over here. I added more over here. Then I started to sell. I re-added over here. I sold half, and then half I held it on Nvidia until this morning. But I mean, I like to buy those dips. They give me a very low risk, and for me, it's much better to enter the dips than on the breakout. And breakout, I believe that in the long run, you'll be a loser if you'll be losing money if you're going to trade always breakout. That is my suggestion for traders over here that are listening to us. So you can see over here, traders, this is one good support formed. And right after, you can see that we start building that bar on this support. So right now, I didn't have a setup of entry, and Bruce knows it, only because I didn't have a pullback to my major strategy down here. But this is a very good level where I can enter. Okay, so very low risk. I risk a few cents over here, between 20, 30 cents, and then I can take partial of the move. I don't really care if it goes $2 or 30 cents or $5. I take partial out on the first stall of the move, ideally into this heat map, could be a good level. And then I take the rest break even. I mean, I put my stop break even.
Yeah, it's just beautiful, Joseph. I mean, look how clear that is.
Yeah, it's just simple. And yesterday we have seen this over and over and over. And I mean, you need a trade like this. You see, like a consolidation breakout, and it simply is your paycheck for the day. Okay, the seed map 243 that you see over here, I try to reconstruct over here, is this one. Okay, is this one over here. So this heat map over here, we need to put it like, let's say orange. That is the heat map, so that you understand. Okay, traders.
Yeah,
So I'm gonna
yeah,
push it.
Joseph, and moreover, look again at the 240 area. God, I can barely read.
240.
244.
Oh yeah,
There's
yeah. This.
a flip of the order book on the offer to the bid, and
Mhm,
look at the result here. You know,
mhm.
it's
Exactly.
just beautiful.
So
Uh,
now we have 245, whole roundel number. What can we do? Can we short it? No. You cannot short something like on Nvidia. When you see 300K per minute, that's a very strong volume. Only if this would go parabolic, you can trade it for, a fast wash, couple of bucks probably. But for now, let it go. Let it go, let it go, let it go. It's still strong. We don't want to fight this, right, traders?
Yeah, just a note to everybody. Like we go through exactly this exercise, not necessarily with candles, but just price, best bid and offer, and the heat map only. No trading volume, to understand the effect that the order book has here. And instead you have the candles here, but the same concept. But look how much you can learn and how clear it is.
Yeah.
Very, very simple.
This bar, we sold a ton of volume, more than 400K. So we had somebody, I believe, not really shorting, but somebody, I believe, taking profit. And now we form another support at 244, where previously we had the resistance. So this is called shift, because over here we had supply. Now the supply became demand. And it's basically at this level over here, 244. Okay. So let's see. Target right now would be that 250. I mean, that's the main catalyst that everybody looks at. Two 45. They're there at 245, but now what you can see, a little bit more resistance above. 246, 247, 248, 249, and 250. Below we have nothing. Okay, so when I see this, I believe, okay, a pullback can come into this red line, that red orange line that you see over here. Okay.
Yeah, and again, more support in the book and still finding buyers.
Exactly. Bruce, you see how it's easy? I mean, I would enter on a bear pullback, like, a
Mm.
little bit more pullback into this. You can use a 9 EMA, a 13 EMA, a 20 EMA. A lot of traders have different EMA, so that's fine. We're talking about the pattern itself. That's more important. But when this opens and you see that small dip, guys, okay, and then right away reclaim, that's your long. And this is exactly, the trader that I showed you just before. That's exactly what I was doing yesterday. Okay, so your long would be over here. And now you have like almost 60, 70 cents of win. Take partial, and then you put the stop break even. If it goes break even, I always say, who cares? I mean, you're gonna do this one time, another time we had over here. It's already maybe 60 cents per 3 times, already almost $2 per share. And you're done. Okay, you don't really need to buy over here and sell over here top tick. You'll never do like that. Never. Okay, so who tells you that you buy over here and you sell everything over here is a fool or doesn't know anything about trading. Instead, you have to get partials, re-enter if you can, or if you're on the PDT, you take one, you sell partial, and then you hold the rest. So that's important also to trail, okay? Now, we still don't have a scenario here where you can think of a reversal or selling all your position, because this is strong. The volume is strong. The bars are strong. I never put over here because I don't want to give you too many informations. I think that keep the thing simple is the best, at least when we have these lessons together. But over here, just simply put for NVIDIA 999, it's a pretty good filter. So you start seeing the big orders passing. And that's a very good tool to see how much they liquidate over here, right? So this is all the selling. You can see those reds. Over here, we have a bunch of reds, so somebody's really selling to the support. And now we're going to see if we're going to have a dip to take ideally another long. Okay, let's keep it like this. I was seeing KC over here.
Yeah.
And over here went, over here went. small 245 support. Now they're trying to create more support. I'm still waiting. Facebook is also coming very strong. 200 breakout traders on Facebook. And I shorted today's Facebook. I had 196.50 average, and I cover everything into the 195 and 80 average. Then I didn't long it. Okay, sorry, over here went to here.
But and look how you can read the sentiment change here in this price action. Like you know, you found, well, first off, there was some profit taking. So then a strong book underneath, it goes up to 246. And then yet now there's more. It didn't even trade into 246. So, and
Exactly.
you know, and now it's back, it's turned from bullish into kind of consolidation. And
So
in the,
they're trying to hold this 90 MA.
yeah, and in the book, they're not, see how there's less liquidity than previously. You know, it's not as strong an area as it was before. So they're less likely to buy. And that is the sentiment here.
You can see traders that we have no more of these big buyers.
Yeah, pulling.
Okay. Yeah, exactly. Now one came. So I just grabbed some over here at 45.15, risking the 45. I see buyers coming in. I'm risking at 45.10 now. I want to see an acceleration and a speed of the tape. So you see the buyer adding a little bit more, risking the 20, 40, out immediately. So simply got out super fast. And why I do that? Because I basically saw that the support that we're trying to build over here, it came off. So now careful, because we can have a wash and a long. I love these washes and a long, looking for 244 and 20, this support down here. So let's look if we have that. Now for now, a seller, 245. Dip 244.80. And doing this, traders, I have a little bit more than 80% win rate with every single trade shared in the room. So it's really easy, but it's also, don't think that in the first week, first month, you will have these results. Okay. It takes time, speed, perseverance over here. I mean, I see my wife, she's doing very good, but she's every day improving, making errors, improving, making errors, improving. It takes a lot of time. Okay, support 244.50. Let's see if we have a dip over here with a decent heat map. Not yet, not yet. Let's see. Reclaim of 50 maybe. Not yet. Still sellers over there. Looking at times and sales. Still sellers. Still sellers. Still sellers. A little bit of support, a little bit of support. There we are. Just bought it, 44.20. Didn't get filled. Nothing. I was trying to buy 22.44.20 exactly when I saw over here buyers, missed it, and now I didn't get filled. I was up already 20 cents. Then I put my stop break even. It goes for 70 cents. I already cut half of my position. Okay, this 70 is where I would have cut over here partial. Then if it goes all the way up, I'm simply making a big win. But in this case, I try buying the bid because I always try to buy lower. Okay, I don't try to buy the ask. I want to buy higher. I look to buy the bid, so I also have a recycling, more than recycle. Sorry, I have like a rebate in my favor. You know that if you add liquidity, you get rebates. While taking liquidity, you pay more. You pay more of fees. Okay, this is very, very important. I mean, if you have certain brokers that you pay no commission, you don't really care. But I also am a big believer that discount brokers are not good for day trading. So another dip over here, 244. Careful, because yesterday Nvidia made the same exact thing. The same exact thing, and then it bounced big. Okay, I grab over here. Letting me, okay, bought a dip. risking the 80s out. So this didn't pay. I tried, okay, lost 10 cents over here. Was looking for a dip over here, went a little bit, but now we're below this 90 MA, so simply waiting. Scratch again. It's important to take these scratches because like this, you don't take losses. I probably lost 5 cents now, maybe 8 cents, nothing before. And this morning I took like almost $4 per share with all what I traded. So it's good to take those scratches. I see over here that we don't have any kind of big buyers, but yesterday I remember we were in the same pattern. Look, just look over here. Because I traded, so I remember pretty good. And we were, let me explain you where we were. Over here. You see that we are downtrending, the same thing right now. And then we start bouncing. So always careful because you're in a big uptrend. So we can have those dips, but I need to see some big buyers. Right now, I don't see any kind of big buyers over here. Some seller to 45, to 46, to 47. So it's more stacked over here on the ask. So uptrend, only way for me to trade is long. Don't counter trend, big caps, unless you really know what you're doing. So what I'm waiting is one thing over here. Is a main level of support. And then on that level of support, I can have. Otherwise, nothing. Okay, so let's wait. I use a 5-minute chart, 1-minute chart, an hour chart, an hourly chart, or 4 hours. I have also 15 minutes, and I have a daily chart. So I like to see things on more time frames. Thank you, my bear. I want to put attention 1 second on KC. So this is a good stock. It's coming up strong today. Nice bounce from this 520. Good volume. I'm going to share with you what is KC. So you can see the status of the company. We're talking about a 775 million market cap, 236 million float, 32% institutional ownership. So it bounces on a voluntary conversion to dual primary listing on the Hong Kong Stock Exchange. The company has 22 billion cash, working capital 39 billion, revenues are 15 billion, net income minus 3.2 billion for the quarter. Another China company that being the China market last evening was simply going crazy. Okay, everything bounced up this morning. So you can see that we push into this high liquidity area at 550, also have the number, and look, the seller did jump in over here. Okay, so when you see like a heavy tape in the sense of sellers, look this one over here. Okay, that big seller over here, 550. Now all the sellers jumping in. This is beautiful. So how to read Bookmap is this. Simply this. It's not a hard. Okay. You wait for your level in this case. 550 is also half the number. And then over here you see this. Do you see green or red, traders? Do you see green or red? Exactly. So those are sellers because the tape is almost all red. You see these things very clearly now. Try also to screenshot them, study them, and then repeat them when I'm not there with you. Okay, so dip on NVIDIA. $242 and bouncing. Well, let's see this dip over here in NVIDIA. We're still in a good uptrend. ES may bounce up, still holding this previous level of resistance, now becoming support. So you can see traders, they're trying to hold this support 242. Double bottom over here on a 5-minute chart. I need just a little bit more liquidity over here to start another long position. This is a decent pullback. Or 242 or 241. J-lines or this 90 MA. Now I need over here some big support in order to start my position. Okay, somebody over here started to buy 242 and 40. You can see dip into this heat map, starting to bounce. Let's look on the 5-minute chart. And right rejection, okay? So it's stuffed over here. Stuff is a fast rejection. So the price came into this 243 and 20, right away rejected. Now what we expect, 242 or 241.80, bounce, okay? Until we don't see somebody over here having more buyers or more sellers, okay? So one side prevailing, or supply or demand, we'll have lateral sideways action. Another bounce from a liquidity, the 242. So we have some bars at that level. We're talking about this dip over here. So support 242. You can put a line over here on our chart. 242. If we have a fast washout, fake breakdown, and right away bounces, I'm gonna long into this. Two 43. Trying to break the 243. Previous side is 243 and 20. Takes patience, traders. Patience over here. As is also trying to bounce. Facebook is bouncing as well. Yes, it's trying to bounce over here.
Sorry, Joseph, I was away for just a second.
No problem. So we're looking right now, Bruce, NVIDIA on this support 242. And we have 4 bars over here holding. 2 nice support on the level 2 over here, 242 and 241.80. Mark is trying to bounce. So we look at ES over here above that 43.20. Nice support below. That's the reason why I took some dip over here, 42.30 on the dip. And I'm risking that 42.10, 42. So I started my position, mostly looking at the 5-minute chart over here. Big wash. That's the reason why always have your stop loss. You can set preset orders, for example, with DAS, US DAS or Sterling. So you can have 20, 30 cents profit, 10 cents stop loss, so that automatically gets in and out. Or you can have, for example, 60 cents profit and $1.20 of stop, or vice versa, okay? You can trail different ways. Now, good support over here. They're trying to reclaim that 42. Right now we have this nice support, 41.65, 42.50 over here. We need to see the heat map pushing, so we want to see these orange practically, like this one, holding the price and supporting the price, starting to push it up. I think we can bounce over here. Want to see more green. This fast breakdown, this fast wash at 242 was right away reclaimed. So until we hold 242, we can expect a push to this 244 and then 246. But it has to hold this 242. J-lines wash, support over here. We need to see more buyers. So I want to see more levels of buyers. For now, we don't have yet a curl on the 1 minute J-lines, but that's the area that I'm interested in. Facebook instead is already pushing. So I curl from that dip. So good move on Facebook. You see sellers jumping in. So I pushed first to this 246, 242 and 60. Right away, first seller, second seller over here. Now let's see if they're gonna hold the support or if they're gonna dump it again below 242. They dumped again below 242. Okay, now new lows going to that 241. And yes, you can see traders is below 43.20, 43.20 over here. That was the support that we were watching. Bounce from the J lines. We have to wait too long. Still trend line break. We want to see the same setup of yesterday. So a main curl pattern like we had over here. Okay, so we had the trend line break and then starting with this curl. This is what we want to see. Let's also change Tesla 1 second. I want to see if it's moving different. So almost the same, near the J lines. Need to wait for a good curl. So let's see how it reacts over here on Facebook. 1043, 1049. So dip over here for 3, this 49. This was a nice one, just into that heat map, which is this level over here. And then we had a main wash over here at 200.61, which is this level over here. And now it's dipping again into this 264, which is this level over here. So it's reacting very good, Facebook, to the bookmap levels over here. I'm also going to check again KC. So always find first your daily chart, the resistance. Remember, this is not a first day bounce. This is the second day bounce over here. First one we had it on Tuesday, Wednesday. We don't have that huge amount of baggies on this stock, so not a lot of bag holders. Okay, let's start checking this.
Yeah.
Remember before, we had this rejection of 550. Right away, the tape was all red. Over here, we're holding this 550. So that means no trading for me. More push 558. Strong liquidity 555. Look how it's pushing trade at 573, so 577. Nice tape on this one. Some sellers at 570. Watching dips into this 90 MA to buy, or a parabolic move, ideally 6620 to short. 575 still going. See that perfect top here.
Mm-hmm. Maybe.
585, still pushing traders. Look at volume, strong. So you can see it's bar making higher lows. Now some sellers over here 585, but again the tape is strong. Let it go.
Yeah.
585, 87. 90. Strong move from 4. Up 50% on the day. 595. Let's continue to watch this move. I think is interesting for everybody. So 590, a little bit of selling. You can see the first heat map and the second one. Now it's normal to see this because we have a 6 hold on number and this is up 50%. Okay. It's normal to see those sellers over here at 6. Maybe a pullback to the 570, 90 May, but this is definitely not a short. Let's look at this, enter here, here. Again, 590. They're trying a second time. Testing the 6. 607, still more. It's on a mission over here. Mm-hmm. 610, volume strong above 1 million. Breakout of that inside bar. Buyers over here, look at the tape. Some sellers over here into the 608, 610. You can see over here 10,000, 10,000, 13,000, 15, 17,000. So somebody is selling. But again, it's still strong, not a short. $594. Micro support at this 585. Again, no long for me. Let's put this as the maximum high of the day. I'm gonna look if we can buy dips. I did in this 570. $582. Now sellers on the tape. You can see next more level of selling pressure, 585. So they're dumping over here. Okay, now that's the dip I want to look for a possible long, 570. Let's look for that dip. So still seller, so I'm not thinking to enter yet, waiting. Buyers are over here, 565, waiting. Need to see a heat map over here for then entering. Still sellers. Look at 572, 569 sellers. They remove over here. Just bought something at 575. Small starter. I need to see starter is a very small position. I need to see a big heat map below. So I need to see buyers for me in order to add big on this one. Let's see those kind of buyers. Tape is showing buyers, but not a big support just below. So I'm only taking the start and holding it. Now risking break even at 579. Actually 576. More sellers at 590. Taking partial profit over here, 88. Again, if we don't break this 590 in the next 30 seconds, 1 minute, I'm out completely. We want to see a fast move and breaking that level. There we are, out everything over here on this dip. So the fact for me not to load the boat, so basically I pay myself a pizza, okay? And I wanted to see some big support, for example, like we saw over here, okay? At least an orange level, okay? I don't want to see anything like blue or yellow, and at least an orange level here. And then I could have entered with more size, even if it's 10 cents. We don't know it's 10 cents. We know that that's a very good low opportunity risk, low risk opportunity. So this can go 20, 30, 40 cents. Then it's the momentum, the buyers, the say the tape, the price action that will tell us to stay in for more or simply cut our position. Okay, let's continue to watch.
Joseph, what I mean, I know you said you hit 80%, win loss, etc. However, with this, I know this isn't necessarily your strategy right now.
Yeah, but I'm trying to trade pizza money to, or at least to explain the tape what
Right.
I'm doing, because I think it's important to show traders how to use Bookmap, and I try to give more example as possible over here, Bruce.
No, absolutely, it's so helpful. I mean, we get to peek over your shoulder, and then yeah, your risk management is so nicely integrated within your strategy here. I really like it. The question is, like, when you take these kinds of trades, like, I imagine that you're probably taking a lot of scratches.
Oh yes, oh yes. The scratcher could be plus 2 cents, minus 2 cents, plus 2 cents, minus 2 cents. So the professional trading is taking scratch. That is the way that you will make millions. That's the point. Okay. So don't trade anything thinking you will make a big win or, a big loss. It takes a lot of scratches. I see that, 20, maybe 30% of my trading is giving me the results. The other 60, 70% is mostly scratches or small wins, small losses.
Yeah, it's just really great to hear, Joseph. I mean, like to understand or have inline expectations.
Exactly, 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 buddy. So look, traders, we still bounce on this support 570. The key over here is the 5 minutes. See, it's still uptrending, low, higher low. So this is still not a short for me. It still can push over here, right? Still not a short. So I'm simply waiting a little bit more conservative. Now, 570 is the level that I'm watching. And then the other one is around over here, 550. 550, we had a support also on heat map. Now I don't see that anymore. Okay, 570, you dip again. Testing the support over here. Went, so the support you see traders went, but it held. I'm gonna put a 1 minute up. 570 over here, 570 again. Somebody holding the support. Long that again. Took the 73, risking the 70. Tight risk. Have a systematic system that automatically you can risk 4 or 5 cents. So if the trade goes against you, you risk that 4 or 5 cents. So I'm risking very small, 3 cents in order to make at least 15 cents. I'm looking at the tape. The first sign of support coming off, or I would say sellers on the level, on the times and sales, I'm gonna get out quickly. Not even risking my break even or stop loss over here. 75, I wanna see a removal of that 75. They're jumping, you see, bid ask, bid ask, bid ask. Small seller 75, so ideally we can crack that and push it. Somebody was refilling over here 75. So I'm looking now at the 72, 73, okay. That's my risk, break even, scratch, what we were just talking, me and Bruce. 76, 77, 79, so I'm already at 1 hour over here. But for me means nothing, 1 hour is like break even. So until 82, I'm not even taking nothing. 82 will take 1/4 probably. 79. Think we can smash that 80. Next target 83, 84. And sometimes from these small trades, you start getting like, the windfall day. So now break even again, 73, 74 is my risk. Seller came in, you see that 79. He sold more than 30,000 at 79. So that's the reason why we had that 79 to 76. McLovin, I'm looking at body at the always Bookmap and how it reacts with the level 2 over here. So with the prices on your right. C580 is stacked, 16,000 resistance. I want to see the removal of this. Removal of that will shoot to 83, where I can put myself already over here on the ask, giving liquidity, being ready to cancel in case it goes down because I have to cut my position. So trying to explain this while I'm trading it and not really looking at the chart at all, looking only at Bookmap over here, the prints, looking at times and sales. I don't need to look at the chart. I know what the chart is. Is it clear, buddy? Good question, though. Good question. Where is my attention? So 78. Now I'm looking for the next risk. I'm risking 75. I'm risking in the money, the low of this bar. Okay. The low of this bar. I need to stay with my cursor on my level 2 in case I have to change something. But mainly, if you have already stop loss preset and target profits, everything by itself. You see over here, fast wash to the 73. So that is 75. They're trying to hold it. And okay, out. Okay, out, scratch, took 1 cent. And that's fine because basically the 80 held. But there will be other situations like this one over here where you buy and then it goes like maybe 50 cents or 60 cents. So we try to buy that dip. Didn't work. Why you have to risk a stop loss? Got a break even plus 1 cent, you pay your commission or whatever. And if it goes, who cares? You can always re-enter in a second time. Okay? You can always re-enter.
But it was that liquidity in there that really put the the stop on it, because otherwise it wanted to go, and they were still even looked like it wanted to tangle with that liquidity. Now here they are, they're back, and they'll take them on here,
Yeah.
and probably break through it.
Yeah. 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 They're trying over here to push it. You see, they're trying to push it, buddy. So 70 support. If you break traders, this support is 69. Careful because it can wash. Alan is asking, is a stop loss 2 cents? Yes, buddy. 2 cents is very small if you're looking for a day trade. Like my Jalen's over here tells me to enter here. And then that's my first target that I have. Okay, so I will still be holding. And the stop in this case would be just below the support technically, generally 10, 15 cents. But of course, right now I'm trading more for a scalp. So I'm taking 2, 3 cents stop loss. Why you want to risk 10, 15 cents? I don't understand that. If that support is 2, 3 cents away from it. Don't give back money. That's my suggestion. Okay, traders. So 11:25. Any questions over here? Exactly, Alan. Liquidity and also chart pattern. Liquidity and also chart pattern, both together. We have a support. So often market makers or algos over here, they will trigger that support in order to make you stop out. But if you keep the stop break even, you don't have problem to stop out break even and then you re-enter. Instead, if you hold over here, you know what can happen? That sometimes it's not a fake down and then you have this and then you're stopping over here. Stop, 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 like 10, 15 times, will lose money on your account. Professional trading takes scratches. No, also for futures, buddy. The strategy that I trade is also for futures, but I let Scott Pulcini talking about that. I think it's more right like that. Yes, absolutely. 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 Well, depends on the strategy. I'm not here to say anything about it. Especially Scott is a great trader. But what can I show you? For example, this is from a trader. So you can see that he took the long over here, and his stop was just like a few cents below, and then he took the win, and then he can hold. Okay, so personally, I like this kind of stop like that. Okay, any questions, traders?
No, I think we're all caught up here on questions. Yeah, yeah, it looks good.
Yeah, let's go back and check 1 second NVIDIA. So finally the J lines came over here. I didn't join it. I missed it. But good support at 241 and 20. Perfect work by the J lines. Yep. And liquidity over here 241. No, not really, Alan, because I trade option. I made a few webinars of options, and I explain this content in my room. But basically, if I'm not swing trading, I'm looking for weekly options. So I try to stay with near the actual price of the underlying stock. So first OTM, first ITM, looking for liquidity, low spread, and never enter on the strength of the move. You always have to enter on the weakness, like in a pullback. Otherwise, options kill you. Okay, like this mover here in NVIDIA. This is a bounce that will pay you on stocks. This is a bounce that will probably not pay you on options, maybe break even or a stop.
Quick question on YouTube here. Neocore is asking, how many hours do you normally trade in the mornings? Yeah.
How many hours I trade in the morning? From 5 a.m. until generally 3 p.m. East. I live in Europe, so I can get over here as as early as I want.
So you at
And
5 a.m. you're trading East Coast
yes,
time? Wow.
yes, I'm trading often pre-market, and the traders that we have in pre-market, Bruce, are simply amazing. But I'm talking about small caps.
Hmm.
I also look at DAX in the morning. I like so futures on the German index, and my strategy work extremely good over there. But mainly I would say that I trade from 8 a.m. till 10:30, 11. Then I 2 hours, privately coach members. And then from 1 p.m., so after lunch, until 3 or sometimes even 4. The point is, I try to stay away from midday unless I have some very good setup, because you see a lot of, basically what happens. The traders go away, their algo's playing, that's it. And you can have also lack of liquidity. So you don't want to be, especially if you're in options, you and the market maker.
Yeah, I just put your contact information into the chat there.
Okay. Any more questions, traders?
No, I think that's it, Joseph.
Okay. So, Bruce, let's wrap it up over here. Thank you. Thank you, Doug, for the good morning. Traders, again, thank you for being here. If you have questions, reach out to Bruce 24/7. He's always available for you. And and thank you for being here. See you next time. Thank you,
All right.
traders.
Thank
Have
you,
a good one.
Joseph. Thank you.
Bye bye.
Bye.